If your cat in the room, let your cat listen to this so he can become a lion. You have to develop mental toughness. Learning to develop mental toughness can either make or break you. Having mental toughness can be the difference between failure and success. I would even say it could be the difference between life and death. In some instances, we all get placed in uncomfortable situations. Sometimes we stand up and make the most of that situation and overcome, which is a part of leveling up. But sometimes you avoid being uncomfortable at all costs. I got some people out here who, at all costs, they avoid being uncomfortable. They don't want to get out of that comfort zone. Look, you got to get used to doing things when your brain tells you that it don't really feel like doing it right now. You got to learn how to override this self-talk. And actually, when your brain does start telling you stuff like this, and for me, this is kind of how I look at it. That's a sign that thing your brain is telling you that you don't feel like doing, that's really that thing you need to be doing. For example, when it's leg day. For me, leg day, man, that's not really my favorite day. It's not my favorite day in the gym at all. But I know I have to do it. Because I don't want to be around here looking like Johnny Bravo if I get into a situation with somebody, all somebody got to do is sweep my legs and I'm done. Nah, I ain't trying to be that guy. So I can't skip leg day. My brain tells me, man, you can do it tomorrow. You can do it the next day. Just get on your chest again today, man. You're doing good with your chest. When my brain tells me that, that's a sign that that's what I need to be doing. And so it puts me in an uncomfortable situation, and guess what? I do it anyway. Sometimes being mentally tough can be the difference between life and death. If you driving on the road and someone cuts you off or drives in a way that it's clear this person is prone to road rage, you can react to that situation emotionally, or you can put your ego to the side and say to yourself, hey, man, this person must have a very unhappy life. Or this person is clearly going through some things. Or this person might be having an emergency with a family member. I don't know what you have to tell yourself, but just tell yourself something logical so that you don't react in an emotional way that could cause. Nowadays, man, you see road rage incidents on the news every day where somebody ends up losing their life over just something so silly. This is when you get to the point in your mental where, as I said before, you can start thinking logically and just learn how to let some things roll off your back. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a life and death situation, you shouldn't protect yourself or your loved ones. Because sometimes, as a man, you're placed in situations where your back is against the wall and you have to fight. But you should learn to be mentally tough and actually think through situations, guys. We see so many incidents where people lose their life over emotions. Someone stepped on somebody's shoe in the club. Or somebody tried to talk to somebody's girlfriend. They didn't know it was somebody's girlfriend and the dude was in the facility and he seen it. Or just any petty incident that turns deadly. Look, you don't have to choose to live that way, man. You don't have to choose to be in an emotional state. You know, we different over here, guys. When we encounter a situation that could cause us to lose control or lose our cool, we know how to take that energy and deposit that into that grind muscle, our hustle muscle, our do the work muscle. You know, we take these sorts of situations and we turn them into fuel to gas up our dreams, to gas up our energy, to get through our to-do list. If a woman rejected you, man, don't cuss her out. Don't feel like you ain't worthy because you ain't gonna get every chick. That's cool. You take that and you deposit that and turn that into fuel for leveling up. That's what we do over here, guys. So many of us mentally, or so many guys are weak mentally. We have to learn how to put our brains through pain. Meaning, when you feel like you can't go anymore, that means you only at 10%. And you got a lot more in the tank. When you keep going, you unlock a part of yourself you never knew existed. And this is how you grow, guys. When Kobe was in the gym before everyone, on holidays, at nights, even after games sometimes, I was amazed when I found out that sometimes after a game, Kobe will want to go into the gym when everybody leaves the arena to practice. Kobe had that dog. He wanted to know that no one would dare to outwork him. Jordan had that same work ethic, and that's why these were some of the top basketball players to ever play the game. Now, when you compare their work ethic to someone like Allen Iverson, which Allen Iverson is still one of my top favorite players of all time. He revolutionized the game on so many levels. But the thing is, AI didn't have that same work ethic as Kobe. He didn't have that same work ethic as a Jordan. He was just pure talent. And so I feel like he didn't really get to his potential. He didn't get a ring. I wanted to see AI get a ring. But he didn't have that dog when it came to putting that work in like that. You know, he wanted to party. He wanted to be on the scene. He would skip practice. I still love my boy AI though, but I'm just using that as an example. When you see people who are broke, but they got the latest design on, they got Balenciaga on, they got whatever, Gucci, Louis on, but they're living in a rundown apartment. Man, y'all ever seen these rundown apartments and y'all see luxury cars parked in front of these apartments? A lot of times. You know, you ever seen somebody that got expensive jewelry on and take trips, but they barely making it? Like, these are weak-minded people. They don't want to do the work. They don't really want to do what's required of them to actually be rich, to actually be wealthy. They just want to look like they are. They want to sell people a dream at a high cost. Guys, every dollar you make, at least this is how I feel, every dollar you make should be working for you. Every dollar you make should be invested to bring you a return on something. Now, I don't want to hear nobody talking about, well, you gotta live life. Yeah, you gotta live life, man. But just have a plan for your money, bro. Everything shouldn't be burnt up in the Louis store or burnt up trying to pay for a luxury car that you really can't afford. Just because you can pay the note don't mean you can afford it. There's an excellent book, man, that I want y'all to check out if you haven't already done so, and it's called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. This guy is the definition of a beast, or in his words, of what a savage is. If you want to know true mental toughness, guys, at its core, I recommend you to go pick that book up. Sometimes when I feel like I'm getting tired, I put that book on in my headphones and I just get to it, man. Train your brain to think different. Sometimes you got to turn Netflix off. Sometimes you got to turn the news off. Sometimes you got to get off of social media. Get out there and start working towards something. Don't let your weak mind steal your dreams, guys. Don't get distracted and go out here and get sucked in by a beautiful woman on social media, thinking that everything you do has to involve with sleeping with some hot chick or chasing a woman. You never chased a woman. You chased your dreams and then let the women chase you. It's all mental, guys. If you listen to me right now, then I know you someone that want to level up. I know you somebody that want to become the best version of yourself, bro. I know you somebody that want to become the best version of yourself. When I hit that gym up every day and I'm getting my reps in, I think to myself, when summertime comes and I'm on that beach, when I take my shirt off, everybody gonna know that man right there disciplined. Because you don't get six-pack abs without being disciplined. Unless you go get surgery like my man Bandman Kevo. But that's something else. In general, you're not gonna have big shoulders. You're not gonna have ripped arms and a big chest sitting on the couch eating Cheetos. Man, I remember many years ago when I was working as a cable installer during the day and busting tables at the Cheesecake Factory at night with a master's degree, by the way. Even though having a degree doesn't automatically make you better than anyone else or entitle you to have a high-paying job, I feel like, damn, hundreds of thousands of dollars in school loans, and this is what I'm doing? It was hard, man, working with high schoolers, working the same job as me as a grown-ass man at that time. But guess what? I had a daughter to feed. Even though I was living in a roach-infested apartment, I remember, man, like, I was living in this roach-infested apartment, and so I had this bed in my apartment, and it was just the frame of the bed. I didn't even have a real mattress on that joker, man. I had an air mattress on top of the bed frame. But peep this, the air mattress had a small hole in it. So I have to turn that little air pump. You know how some of those mattresses got the air pump built into it, and so if you need to pump it up, you just hit that little button, pump the air mattress up. So I had one of them jokers, man. So every few hours or whatever, it'll deflate a little bit. And I had to do this throughout the night. So if I woke up a couple of hours in the middle of the night, I had to hit that air pump, man, to pump that mattress back up. You know, this was a tough time for me. But I just had to believe in myself and believe that one day, if I just work the plan and just keep putting that work in, things will change for me. And then I could provide a better life for myself and for my daughter. I had to put my ego to the side, guys. I didn't, I could have went out there and done a lot of stuff to make some money that probably could have got me in trouble. But you just have to trust and believe in the process. That's also a part of being mentally tough, is not falling into short-term things that could really cost you in the long run. There was times when I was busting tables and I would run into some girls or something that I grew up with. And, I was pretty well known, I felt like, where I was from. And so when somebody saw me busting tables, like, that was a shocker to them. It's like, man, I seen, I seen BJ, man, busting tables at the, but I swallowed my pride, man, because it wasn't about me. It was about my daughter. And so I had a bigger mission. And though at that time I wasn't living up to the standards that I felt I should have been living up to, I didn't give up. Even though I cried some nights with my daughter in my arms, I didn't give up. I had to be mentally strong. So what I'm saying, guys, is you gotta do the same. You have to be mentally strong. Don't be out here on the couch eating yourself to a heart attack saying, woe is me. You have to get uncomfortable. Do something uncomfortable today. Even if it's just going to the gym. Even if it's not smoking weed that day. Not picking up that bottle drinking today. Not chasing women at bars every day. Just do something. Like Nike said, man, just do it, bro. Now it's time for me to go get out and do something, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.